Are you serious? Are you serious? Get a cup of coffee right now. What? You know what? Do you have one of these stainless steel, are you serious, Jesus says, coffee mugs? Because the green ones are getting low. If you don't have one, you better do it now, okay? Wow. Something biblical's going on with the signs of the second coming of Christ. Oh, the coffee's just phenomenal this morning. Get a Bible. Something biblical's going on with the signs of the second coming of Christ. I know. You just watched my video. I'm featuring it right now at my page here on YouTube. 2 sons videotaped by a Brazilian man over London has got everybody's head turning upside down. Now, some people think it could be a sundog. It's where the sun kind of appears through the clouds in one spot and through another. I'm struggling with that. Maybe it is, but I'm struggling with that because it really, I mean, if that was the case, the sun would be absolutely, overwhelmingly taking over the entire sky. Some people think it could be a Nibiru or a dwarf star on the way. I've even heard people say, Paul, maybe it's one of the asteroids coming toward the earth. What? Well, the Bible does say that there will be signs in the sun. Matter of fact, let me read this to you. In Luke 21, verse 25, the Bible says, as some of the signs of the second coming of Christ, he told us, one was these. There shall be signs in the sun, and in the moon, and in the stars, and upon the earth distress of nations, with perplexity, and the sea and the waves roaring, men's hearts failing them for fear, for looking after those things which are coming on the earth. For the powers of heaven shall be shaken, and then shall they see the Son of Man coming in a cloud with power and great glory. And when these things begin to come to pass, then look up, lift up your heads, for your redemption draweth nigh. Now that is Luke 21, 25 through 28. Well, besides the 2 sons that was visible over London in videotape, sent to me by Stephen of Oklahoma, that tracked it down from a Brazilian man who filmed it, there's been an explosion on Jupiter. I want to thank Delphini for getting this to me. Apparently, something hit Jupiter during the early hours yesterday of September 10th, igniting a ferocious fireball in the giant planet's cloud tops. Amateur astronomer Dan Peterson of Racine, Wisconsin, saw it first through his MEDI 12X or LX 200 telescope. It was a bright white flash that lasted only 1.5 to 2 seconds. He reported it. But another amateur astronomer, what? Paul Begley vocabulary there, struggling with the words. George Hall of Dallas, Texas, was video recording Jupiter at the time, and he confirmed the fireball with a video screenshot. Now, you can see this screenshot if you want to. You could go to spaceweather.com and actually look at it, where there's a still picture of it. So something hit Jupiter, something huge, to create the explosion that is seen on a planet that many million miles away. But what is coming? What would be coming upon the earth that would create men's hearts to fail them? Well, there's a double asteroid that's going to fly by the earth very soon, in a few days. A pair of big near-Earth asteroids will fly by the Earth-Moon system on September the 14th. The first one is called 2012 QG42. It's a 300-meter space rock that comes from the inner asteroid belt. It will pass within 2.8 million kilometers of the Earth. Also, Space Rock 2012 QC8 is even bigger. It's about 1.1 kilometers in diameter. That's huge. It's hailing, flying toward us. Guess from what direction? Jupiter! It will pass at within 8.7 million kilometers from the Earth. Now, scientists are monitoring the incoming space rocks. They are glowing, folks. These rocks are glowing as they're coming. I wondered if maybe that two suns over London had something to do with that, but it can't. Those were just way too close. This is still coming. Now get this. These two rocks are glowing, and they're going to they're glowing about the brightness of a 14th to 15th magnitude stars. Okay, which means you could be able to see them with amateur telescopes. So again, they are two space rocks, 2012 QG42 and 2012 QC8. C-3PO? What? Luke Skywalker? No! Actual rocks being tossed from the hand of God, headed toward the planet. It's not going to hit us, but it is going to go by right on the brink of Rosh Hashanah, Feast of the Trumpets. Are you serious? Are you serious? Are you saved? See, Jesus is coming. That's why the water's turning blood red in China. It's why we have droughts in America at 71% of our farmland. It is why we're seeing dead fish wash up in the banks of Galveston, Texas by the thousands, and Lake Erie at the same time. It is why there is a stink, smelling sulfur all up and down the coast of California. I'm going to talk about that in just a little bit. Something biblical is going on with the signs of the second coming of Christ. Explosion on Jupiter. When will there be an explosion on Earth?